Good morning, everybody. It's Michelle. I wanted to show you this morning how I make my greens. The first thing I like to do is make sure that I have a cup that I like to drink out of. Everyone has a favorite cup. Mine happens to be a reusable to-go cup with a straw. I like my drinks really cold and I like to drink out of a straw. For some reason, when I have that combination, I can drink all day long. But if I have a regular glass, I'm not as good with my drinking as I should be. So find yourself your favorite cup. My husband likes these sports blender bottles that have the little wire whisk ball inside. Those are fine too. Pick whatever you like. Just make sure it's your favorite kind of cup. Now what we're going to do is mix the greens. I personally like to double my dose, my serving size every morning. So instead of 2 scoops, I do 4. Obviously, if you've just started greens, maybe 2 is best for you, but for me, I like 4. There we go, there's 4 scoops. The next thing I do, you can see the greens in the bottom. The next thing I do is just put in a little bit of room temperature water. So my sink is right here. I'm just going to add a little bit of water, there it is. And I just kind of swirl it around. We don't want it to be super hot. Obviously, you know, when you cook something or use really hot water, it changes the structure. And I want my food as raw as possible. I don't want to cook any nutrients out of it. So there we go. It's nice and mixed up. This way, it makes it to where there's not going to be any chunks later. We don't want any chunks. We just want it to be nice and smooth. The next step is I fill it basically almost full of water. This morning I decided to use a measuring cup so that you would know exactly how much water I put in. If you're doing only 2 scoops, you only need 8 ounces of water. I'm using 4, which is double the amount, so I'm doing 16 ounces of water here. I usually don't use a measuring cup. I usually just fill it almost to the top. The next thing I do is put a little splash of juice. This is my favorite juice. It's just cranberry. I have just tried to find something that didn't have high fructose corn syrup in it. You can use cranberry, you can use grape, whatever you like, but this is what I use. And I just put a little splash in the top. That's probably about a 1/4 cup or so. Next I put on my lid. And this is how I go. The great thing about having a straw or the little blender ball thing is that as you're drinking, sometimes you set your drink down and all of the greens will kind of settle to the bottom. You know, nobody wants that. So it's easy just to shake it up and continue drinking. I use my straw as a stirrer sometimes, so let me just taste. It tastes perfect to me. Of course, this recipe is not for everybody. If you prefer just juice, that's fine. But this is how I drink it, and at parties, this is how I make it for my guests that I'm showing them with samples of the greens. So find your way that you like to make it and make it. However, an important step would be trying to put some room temperature water in there before you mix in with your cold water, and that'll just help it blend it all together. So good luck, enjoy your greens, and have a great day.